Hello everybody. I want to make this kind of quick introduction or at least show my face. Now that all these days there's a lot of AI fake channels, so I want to just at least in my first video let you know that I'm a real person. What I want to share with you in this channel is just what I enjoy, that is riding my motorcycle, do stuff in my motorcycles or my car. I work as a mechanic. I just working class man that I wanna just share with you some of the stuff that with the pass of the years I've been learning from other people, uh, from their mistakes, and make my own and share with you. If you're going to be learning something about this kind of things, all motorcycles. I have an 1999 Honda CB500, 49,000 kilometers, and with a lot of more life for sure. On that are really nice and reliable motorcycles. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to be doing in my spare time. As I say, I'm working class. I just have my regular job from Monday to Friday, 9 to 18. So yeah, that's the way that I'm going to be making the money to fix my motorcycle or make the upgrades that I want to make to, in order that she's well, happy to do, I don't know, some long trips and knowing or discovering new places along the years. Yeah, I just want to say hi and invite you to join me in this. I hope you like it. I hope you want to spend this time, enjoy this minute that I want to share, and see you around. Let's see how much I'm going to be able to share with you. I hope a lot. There's a lot of traveling that I want to start to making. So yeah, see you around. Thanks.
I now start to working in my motorcycle. Today I wanna do some quick fixing a small leak that have the petcock. It's leaking fuel. I think that maybe later in another moment when I have more money I'm going to change the whole piece, the whole pickup, because it's have a little tiny leak. Maybe the diaphragm that is just spinning out a little bit. It's a really old motorcycle, and with the time the fuel starts leaking. But today just one O-ring that is right between the tank and the pickup is leaking. It's something quick that I wanna do. In other days before I start making videos, I check the brake pads, I change oil filter, I take out the carbs and clean. So that was already advanced. The motorcycle when I buy have really nice tires, so I want to let those tires for at least a long period. Another thing that I want to change, that you see still have some original mirrors. They are not the originals, they are aftermarket, but they look like the original ones, but I don't like much the chrome look, so I think sometime I want to change those for some shorter ones and black, because I think that for my taste I want to look better. And also I've been trying to set up the carbs. I think that maybe there's something more for improvement, so I wanna do in another video the vacuum test. I already did the cleaning from the exhaust pipe that was completely rust and dirt, so I just have a grinder and start to taking all the dirt out and polish a little bit. Looks like brand new. I really like the finish that they have. I ride this bike just a couple times. There was a motorcycle film festival here in the city, so I was there. It was a night ride, really nice. Short, a lot of motorcycle, really slow pace. Was nice being a big group with another really cool motorcycle, really nice that ride. And in that same week, actually was the weekend, was the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. There was the reunion. Has more than 1,000 motorcycles there. It was really nice. Also, did that maybe just share with you some clips, some pictures from of the motorcycle that was there. To pick a plier later, just pull it off in order to be able to release the fuel tank from the position and see what is down with the petcock. As I say, I found later there was just an old O-ring, was completely dry and flat. Just pick another one and replace it with a new one. You see, I'm just trying to take out the bolt with the plier, a little bit stubborn. Then I just send it hitting from the other side to make the head of the bolt come out a little bit, and yeah, right there is the bolt. Right. Hit a little bit without damaging the thread, and now I can pick it up, and it's off, easy. Little with the nut, don't lose anything. I try to be a little bit organized. I don't want to lose anything. You know that at the end I use and a lot of mess, but yeah, I'm trying to be more organized, the most organized that I can be. I'm looking for some tools to take care of the fuel. Have more than 5 liters in the tank, so I have to drain all the fuel. But that one is just for take care of the little bit of fuel that is in the hole that comes from the pickup to the car. In order to have side of the engine covered in fuel. That already happened to me, so yeah, I learned in the hard way. That is done now, and yeah, and then I have to look for some big jerry can to pick up the fuel. This pickup work with vacuum, so in order to take out the fuel I have to make some vacuum to make the fuel flow. I was trying to make everything just right there in the motorcycle, but and then be a little bit more complicated. There was a thing that now I'm looking for a hose to connecting the exit of the petcock to drain the fuel, as I say, to put everything later in a jerry can. I have some spares for another job, so it's good to store, or maybe just keep some stuff. Could help you in another task later. And as I learn also with the time I've been working in this. Also funnel or something to tube to drain the fuel, connecting everything, trying to hold everything with just one hand, but as I say at the end I just change my idea. You're gonna see that I have to pick a better position for it. Trying to make a table in order to put the jerry can in a higher position and be able to drain everything from the tank, all the fuel from the tank. Also, I was thinking in that moment that the tank was tilting forward. That means that the fuel are going to be going to the front of the tank. So at the end, I'm not going to be able to take all the fuel out because the reserve level are going to be higher. I'm using a vacuum tube to make vacuum to the in the tube, but that tube end to be too small for that tube. So I have to do it manually. Just create some vacuum with my mouth and let the fuel flow. I'm trying to fit something, some kind of reduction to make everything work. But yeah, as I say, at the end I just realized that I don't want to work well, so I just use my mouth. Yes, I'm testing with the tools. That was a leak, so it not created the correct vacuum that I need to drain the fuel tank. Now I realized that I have to do it manually for safety. And yeah, just create some vacuum, seal the hose, and let the fuel drain. But in that position was a little bit tricky, and then I see the fuel tank, and I realized that yeah, the level are going to be offset. So I cannot be able to take all the fuel out the fuel tank. I release the vacuum to stop the fuel flowing, looking for a higher base to put the jerry can. Try to work more comfortable, making some space because I already decided to put the fuel tank in the bench. Take everything out. This is because you just hold with one bolt, and you just slide it in a kind of hole that have two grommets. Sorry for that. In that moment, the tracking in the camera lost me. Now I'm back. Yeah, recognize me. Try to make some height to keep the tank level. Everything looks fine. Have to level it a little bit. And also have to let the petcock outside of the bench to let the gasoline flow to the jerry can. Connect the jerry can. And bring the other tank, reservoir tank, for giving some height, and make vacuum. Close the hose, and in that way get rid of all the fuel. As I say, the tank has in that moment I think 7 liters, and every jerry can of those one is 4 or 5 liters. I'm gonna be changing the jerry can for another one. This one is already full with the rest of the fuel, maybe 1.5 liters or 2 liters, and that's it. put that aside, closing the jerry can to don't spill the fuel also, and start to thinking how I'm going to be managed to finish the job. I'm going to flip the fuel tank, but I'm going to look on some small surface to put it, cardboard or something, to don't scratch the paint. It's not pristine, but I don't want to keep damaging the paint. It's not so bad. It's very nice shape, really looking nice, the paint. But yeah, I want to keep it more clean as possible. Yeah, there's the recycle bin, so I'm just going to make a cardboard and make a surface, a soft surface to put the fuel tank. Too big. Change idea to pick another box and just cut a small piece of that one. And also I think that was a little bit thicker cardboard, so I'm going to make me a better surface to work with. Okay, that is done. Now have to be careful, don't roll the fuel tank, flip it over. I'm going to speed a little bit for those breather hoses. You see, let's speed it up. Yeah, those are the breather hoses that the fuel tank had. I didn't expect that, that surprised me. So and to blow some air to help them to finish the spilling the small amount of fuel that they have inside. Now I have to find the size of the nut that have tied in the petcock. And then be a really big one. I think that was a 27 or 30. I don't remember now. But yeah, closing it was a little bit more tight than I was thinking that it was, but loosen enough to spill the fuel. Yeah, to just loosen a little bit, and the O-ring are not going to be doing his job. Now it's almost out of the fuel tank. It doesn't give me too much space to turn the key to the wrench, so I have to make a quarter of turn every single time until I feel it was really loose enough to do it with my fingers. Put the wrench aside. And keep with this part. Pick it out. Take a load that wasn't too much dirt or too much I don't know, moisture or that residual thing that I usually have when the fuel seated there for too much time. But as I said, the motorcycle was working before it was mine, so there's no reason to have a lot of dirtiness building. I was cleaning a little bit with brake cleaner. Maybe overkill that cleaner, but yeah, better safe than sorry. And After that, start to this December the rest of the petcock to see the diaphragm and the other parts. I'm afraid from that position where I left it, I feel that you're not going to be able to see everything. Yeah, I was thinking in your view right now, I was just focusing the job. And as I said, this is my first video, so yeah, some stuff to learn. Yeah, and also I know that is another more detailed video that can show how to disassemble the whole pickup, how to change part. Some light to see better inside. To see what are we dealing with. Everything is fine. This is my first time doing this, so yeah, I was trying to be careful and trying to be more cautious with how is everything set up, how is everything put in place. I just take out the orange. I noticed that was completely dry and flat. I have to go to pick a new one. Almost the same size, but yeah, not exactly the same, but fitting the position.
Okay, now we are trying to find a sharp or a pin or something to give a little better clean to the area where the over are going to be. Put it in. And then now.
Now I'm going to be doing more cleaning in the area where we're going to be seating the O-ring, in order that everything get really well sealed, not be more leaking from the area. Now I'm going to pull back the whole petcock. Just trying to make sure that everything is okay. Taking some head knots. Gonna open the petcock to see if there's some debris or something that may be cool. Damage something or block the fuel passing through. Just 4 Phillips bolt, and not really too tight, they're just a little bit stiff for the time, because again it's just an old bike, but they loosen really easily. You can do that also with some power tool, but I just don't want to damage the thread with ordering the stuff. It's better take a little bit of time, do it in your normal pace. No need to rush. Sorry, I didn't show the internal of the vehicle more in detail what I'm doing. I was waiting for another camera to have better POV videos or shots, and I was just focusing do the task and keep going. The reason I forget that the camera was dead and didn't did a little bit of close-up to show what I was dealing with. Now that I inspect the diaphragm and see that there's no holes or anything that can make that the motorcycle doesn't run well or the fuel doesn't flow in the correct way, I'm going to reassemble everything. And tightening hard enough to know that is not going to be some leaks, not trying to damage the thread or broke the bolts. Looks like I'm doing too much force brute against that small bolt, but no, it's just I want to make sure that it's really very tight enough to doesn't lose any fuel. A little bit more, again just saturation. It's going to be strong but secure and no damaging the thread. Yeah, maybe not the most secure for me putting the screwdriver directly to my belly pad. Again, I'm not an expert or anything like that, it's just an amateur that like to do this stuff in his own bike. Put a little bit of grease in order that when I put the petcock, everything just goes really soft and not going to be damaging the rubber of the O-ring. And when I'm threading the nut, have a really good seal. Just tighten it with my hand right there, and I'm going to be finishing the tightening directly in the motorcycle to orient the position of on off in the petcock according with the original position in the motorcycle. Okay, now it's just time to put the fuel tank back on the motorcycle, and I think that I'm going to finish the video right here now because it's long enough. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.